Day 5. Vibe coding until I buy my family a house. We are at $28,000 annual recurring revenue. We need to make it to $250,000. Today we have a monster stream. We're working on getclippo.com. Our distribution platform uses AI to automatically break up your live streams into short form content. We already have it live on my channel and it's absolutely crushing right now. We have a list of improvements that we need to make to it today before we can get it released to the public. We also have to do more testing on our own. We also need to keep working on our long form YouTube tool to get our distribution pipeline absolutely dialed in. We're going to send out a juicer tweet today, live on stream. It's day 5, so we're doing 5 times the caffeine, 5 times the pull-ups, 5 times the annual recurring revenue, 5 times the amount of Claude Code 4.7 stream chats open. We might even do 5 times the stream duration. So enough talking, let's jump right into it. First off, let me show you something here. Here's our panel, our little YouTube panel. Let's head over to YouTube Studio. Check this out, 1 out of 10. This is a video that Clippo made. It's a 1 out of 10. For our last clip posted from Clippo, fully AI automated, is a 1 out of 10, 1,700 views, 90% average percentage views. Let's go into analytics. Right here is where we started Clippo. Right here. April 15th. See this? April 15th. It is absolutely juicing views for us. Plus 86 subscribers. Look at this. You can't say that this does not work. We're dog fooding our own product. We're breaking our streams up into clips using AI, posting them automatically every 2 hours, and we're juicing views. So let's write down. Actually, I don't think I have my marker. I fucked up. All right, we're gonna write down our goals on Google Docs. Let me get the music fired up though. Let's get some lock-in music going. EDM. Study music. EDM, ADHD, ultra study music, lock-in. Make sure we got that at a good volume, which we do. All right. Pull up in Google Docs, make our goals list for the stream. Blank doc. Day 5. Goals. First and foremost, our first thing that we need to do is we need to fix a bug. Fix a bug where the clips. Hold on. No. Fix a bug in Clippo where it is cutting off the video too early after the end of me speaking. Like sometimes when it tries to take out the gaps, because that's what the Clipo does, is it will take the gaps out so that the video is good for short form, because you don't want a lot of space in between your talking. It'll cut it off too early, so you're missing like the end of the last word. Missing the end of the last word. All right. The next thing we want to do is I want to add a small analytics dashboard to the main screen of Clipo so you can see how many views you have generated using Clipo and how many posts you have automated. Beautiful. And this third goal here, what's up? Right now we are working on Clipo, which is not really going to be like our main product, but it's a tool that we have to build. And it is a Mac OS app that runs fully local. And basically you take your stream. So I'm streaming right now. I'll probably stream for 2 or 3 hours. After I'm done streaming or make a YouTube video, I'll drop the stream URL into Clipo, and it will automatically break it into really nice clips for me. And it will do some editing on it. It can use 11 Labs to add music, sound effects. It'll use the Anthropic API to come up with nice hooks to the top, add captions, take out any pauses, and then it will automatically schedule and post it to YouTube for me. And we just made this 4 days ago now, and I have it live on my channel, and it is absolutely juicing subscribers and views. So we're building our own distribution platform. We're starting with short form. After we get short form dialed in, we're going to go into long form. That way there we'll have X, short form for YouTube and TikTok, and long form YouTube videos. From there, we're going to move on to some more vibe coding stuff. But back to our goals for the stream today. Add a small analytics dashboard. We're going to add some minor AI learning so that when I edit a clip, the edits get sent so that inside the context window with AI, it has the transcript before I edited the clip and the transcript after I edited the clip in some sort of tight summary so that Clipo can start learning what type of clips the user actually wants. Basically what that means is when I go in and I have these clips automatically generated by AI, sometimes I'll come in here and I'll edit the clip a little bit. I'll cut some stuff out of it. See how right here, this is edited out within the tool. What I want to have happen is when I make that edit, I want the next generation of clips to realize that I've made this edit. So it's sort of providing training data. My edits are providing training data so that Clipo gets better at understanding what type of clips you want to see it making, if that makes sense. So add some minor AI learning so that when I edit a clip, the edits get sent to the context window with AI. It should include transcript before I edit the clip and the transcript after I edit the clip in some sort of tight summary so that Clipo can start learning what type of clips the user actually wants. Beautiful. And then the last thing is continue with long form video creation tool. All right, so that's our checklist for today. Those are day 5 goals. We got to fix the bug. We got to add a small analytics dashboard to the main screen, which I'm not even sure if we can do this, but we're going to figure out if we can. We have to add some minor AI learning, and then we're going to continue working on our long form video creation tool, and we are going to keep juicing views. Let me get the stream pulled up here, so that way there I can check and make sure if anybody likes the stream, then I owe pull-ups. Also, I want to figure out today how I can make a poll, if that's possible. How can I make a poll on engage with it? Oh, start a poll. Yes. Okay. Yes. Did you like the stream yet? One like equals 5 pull-ups. Beautiful. All right, so what we're using right now is Claude Code. I know it's kind of lame. But we're using Claude Code. We're using Opus 4.7. I was messing around with OpenCode last night so that I can run some different models. Like this is OpenCode right here with Kimmy K 2.6, which maybe we should do some building with Kimmy K 2.6 today and just see how it feels. What do you guys think? Let's run a couple of things with Kimmy K. Why not? And just, I think it's going to feel very slow in comparison to Opus 4.7. But I think we're going to be surprised with the quality of the code output in comparison to Opus 4.7. And another thing I would like to get back into is using GPT 5.4, because Codex was always fantastic. Codex was always great. All right, let's bang out some pull-ups and then let's get right back into building. Let's go. All right, there's 5 pull-ups, baby. Let's go. Let me pull up my we're gonna get this. All right, we're already in Clipper Claw. I'm gonna say if I want to add a analytics card underneath the add URL section of Clippo so that we can see a summary of how many views we have generated and how many clips we have posted. How can we go about doing this? I need to wake up because I'm not even in Claude Code yet. All right, we're gonna go Claude. We're gonna paste that in. There we go. And I'm gonna go to Kimmy K 2.6. Actually, we're gonna exit out of this, get in the right file. CD Clipper Claw. Okay. Let's pull open Kimmy K 2.6 by Moonshot and see if it can handle anything for us. I'm going to say, read this code base and get a full understanding of the program we have here. It is a automatic clipping program. Right now, we have it set up to remove pauses in between words, so there's not large gaps in the videos. But when it cuts the video, occasionally it cuts it too close to the end of me speaking. So the last word will be like half cut off the audio of it. How can we go about fixing this? All right, we'll get that fired up. And let's get one more Claude Code instance going. And have it start working on the reinforcement learning. Have it start working on the training, so it can see what changes we've made and learn from those, and start to produce better clips based on the changes that we've made. Oops. Dude, I used to love Cursor, and I have been thinking about going back to Cursor. What exactly is the breakdown for like the subscription model with Cursor right now though? So like if I pay for Cursor Pro Plus, it gives you a certain amount of, is it their composer credits, or I don't understand. Do you have to bring your own API key? I don't think it's for people with money to burn. It's $200 a month, and I'm not going to run out of limits. And I'm vibe coding my ass off. I want to set up some basic learning. So before we change any code, give me an idea of the best way to set this up. I would like, when I make an edit to a video and save those edits, for the original transcript and the new transcript to be summarized and sent with the next round of clip generations, so the model gets a better understanding of what the user wants to see as a good clip. Right, but many models will do the same thing for a fraction of the cost. I think that many models will do the same thing for a fraction of the cost of Opus 4.7. But actually, I walked that back. I don't know if many models will do the same as Opus 4.7. Like, look, we're going to use Kimi K 2.6 today. No, Restream is not my product. No, right now I'm building getclippo.com. I have QuickClaw, which is an iPhone app that automatically sets up OpenClaw with no virtual private server or API keys. I have Talk Macros, which is a voice logging macro app. But our main app that we're building currently at the moment is GetClippo. Restream, I need to upgrade to the paid plan. I can't believe I haven't done that yet, so that I get that out of my bio. What's up? Yo, how we doing today? All right, so it says, here's how I approach it, with the main trade-off being how fresh the stats need to be. The pieces you'd need: back end, front end, refresh strategy. My recommendation, start with option A. 1 endpoint, 1 fetch on page load, no schema change. You'd likely have well under 50 posted clips, so it's a single API call, 1 quota unit of your daily 10,000. If the list grows or you want the card visible without a network weight, add caching later. Want me to implement it? If so, let me know whether you'd for the simple live fetch version or the cache version. I want to have the cached version of the stats because it's going to be annoying when you open the clipping app and then the analytics are not just there. You know, like I feel like it should update once a day and then it should have the cached version. I feel like the stats should update once a day and also have the cached version because it's going to be annoying if you open the app and don't have the stats immediately available. Okay, great. And then Kimmy K 2.6 just finished. We got to see what it did. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I agree that Kahoot is top tier, but so many people spend $200 a month to build the next shit. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I will say that. I mean, I'm doing like my last app was so much infrastructure work. It was the hardest project I've ever done. You know, like I have major servers running Docker. I was getting into Kubernetes. Like it was a lot. And without Opus, what was it, 4.5 at the time? I was using Opus 4.5 and Codex like in conjunction. And without both of them, like it would have never happened by myself, you know, and I'm solo. So I need like all the backup that I can get. And I'm using Kimmy K 2.6 for helping me build Clippo today alongside Opus 4.7. I want to test it out. I want to see where it's at. So it says, let me see what the program does. Transcribes the video, highlights, send the segmented level transcript to Claude AI, which picks viral moments, returns start/end times, renders the clip by trimming silences. So yes, it's exactly what it does. Why words were getting cut off? The bug is in RenderPy's build keep segments. The AI returns clip boundaries based on segment level timestamps. Those boundaries aren't guaranteed to land exactly on word boundaries. When a boundary, especially end, falls in the middle of a spoken word, this line cuts it. The fix: I added a snap to word boundaries. So we're gonna get GPT image 2 today. Seriously? And then tomorrow, or no, Thursday, we're gonna get 5.5 Spud. Are we gonna get 5.5 Spud on Thursday and we're getting GPT image 2 today? We're definitely playing with that. I just need you to stay in stream all day and let me know if, or you don't have to stay in stream all day, but pop back in if it comes out. That way there I can know immediately. That's like my biggest fear with this live streaming thing is I get behind on like all the shit that's coming out because I'm not constantly on X. All right, so let's pull up in Clippo. Let's run one of my YouTube videos. And let's see if it did a better job of not cutting off the OpenAI live streams at 3 p.m. Nice. Huge, massive. All right, so we're gonna have it run through one of our YouTube videos. We just had Kimmy K 2.6 make a change so that it should be a little bit better about not cutting the clips mid, like letting me finish the word before it actually cuts the clip. Oh, I also need to, I need to bring this curate button up. Like, see how that's down a little bit like that? I don't like that. I'm actually going to open one more Claude Code instance. I'm going to go new tab. We're going to get absolutely cracked out of our mind here for 1 second. Do you guys only run Claude Code with permissions off? Is that the only way you guys run it? See how the curate text is down underneath the transcribe and download text? I want them all to be on the same line. All right, let's go to the steps. All right, we're gonna render the clips. I don't really care about like getting the hooks and stuff like that dialed in because we're just testing to see if KMK 2.6 was able to fix the audio being cut sometimes in the middle of speaking. All right, so this says I audited. No, this is wrong. What am I doing? All right, good call. Here's the concrete shape. Schema, add 2 columns to scheduled posts. Refresh, add a refresh stats helper alongside existing refresh. Front end new. People that don't run bypass to sit there and approve every That is 100% correct. It is absolutely psychopath behavior to sit there and just This runs inline on endpoint calls, not a timer, matching the existing no background thread design. First call of the day pays the API cost. Subsequent calls that day return cache data instantly. There's no API cost. I guess I wanted to always show, but maybe if the stats aren't there yet, you can have like loading stats with a little loader, a little like spiral loader to the right of it. Oh shit. The other thing we have to do today, like we have to do this today. And we really should be working on this like ASAP. I don't know. This might be something off stream, to be honest. But we need to get TikTok OAuth set up to allow posting from Flippo. Because I want to be able to automate these to go to TikTok as well, not just YouTube. So I'm gonna pause the music for 1 second, and then we'll open this. Because if you don't have a big launch, your app is dead, right? Wrong. Paul Graham says that you don't actually launch your product like a rocket. It's more like the continuous engine power needed for an aircraft to take flight off a runway. I really... This might be perfect now. All right, so I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna edit this out, and then I'll hit save. And we're gonna see if it
take
worked.
flight off a runway.
Yep. So Kimmy K 2.6 was just nailed that one shot. See how like it ends cleanly with me talking?
Power needed for an aircraft to take flight off a runway.
I guess it cuts a little bit. It cuts a little bit. Like I don't perfectly finish it, but it's way better than it was before.
Engine power needed for an aircraft to take flight off a runway.
Like it's way better than it was.
4 weeks ago,
let's try
I
another
launched
one.
my very first iPhone app, and we've made over $1,000, and we have over $800 in monthly recurring revenue. I do not have a massive audience.
All right, so let's cut this all off. Let's cut that. We'll hit save. And then we'll see if that one works too.
4 weeks ago, I launched my very first iPhone app, and we've made over $1,000, and we have over $800 in monthly recurring revenue.
If anything, that went a little too long. But that's fine.
Recurring revenue.
This is so much better. 4 weeks
ago, I launched my very first iPhone app, and we've made over $1,000, and we have over $800 in monthly recurring revenue.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. I love that. I love that.
I think that these are sort of a massive arbitrage right now. You don't have to be incredible at these. You just have to be better than most people, and the bar is set really low. If you speak clearly, have a decent script, have good lighting, put together a good shot with decent B-roll, then you're gonna get 500 to 1,000 views by default. I have one video that has almost 40.
So let's see. I'm gonna cut this out. We'll cut out in the middle here. That'll be a good test, actually. We'll cut the middle out. I think these are sort of a massive arbitrage right now. And then it's going to go into, I have one video. We'll save that. And this editor, this little editor is totally vibe coded, 100% vibe coded.
I think that these are sort of a massive arbitrage right now. I have one video that has almost 40,000 views, and it
damn man, thank you.
And this is organic, so it only cost me my time.
All right, hold on. Let's see if this cut it out perfectly.
I think that these are sort of a massive arbitrage right now. I have one video that has almost 40,000 views, and it got me 200 trials started to my app. And this is organic, so it only cost me my time.
All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. Get the music going. Let me refresh the stream, see where we're at. Holy shit, I just refreshed this to check likes on the stream, and I saw it said 39. It's my YouTube video, and I just like almost like had a heart attack that like somebody hacked me or something like that. I was like, oh no, oh no. Oh shit, we do have 5 likes. Okay. All right, we got one set of 5 pull-ups in. We gotta do, let's do 10 right now. Let's do 10. That way there we have 3 sets done, and then we'll have to do another 2 later in the stream. We gotta break it up a little bit, because if I do all the pull-ups right now, we're gonna be fucked. There's first 5. There's first 5. We gotta take a second here. We're gonna do another 5. Holy shit. No, 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 don't bot the likes. Don't bot the likes. Oh, all right. So that's 3 sets down. That's 15. I did 25 pull-ups this morning during my workout too. All right, I shouldn't have done those. I knew that I should not have done those just in case I was doing pull-ups today. Okay. All right, so Opus 2.6 one-shotted that. I want to keep giving it more stuff to do because it's doing a great job. We should add under settings. All right, here's what we'll give Kimmy the ability to do. Can you please add under settings a branding section where I can choose the font, colors of the text, and background color for the background of the text hook? Just some general styling options, but keep the current settings that I have now as the default. Very important. Hold on, okay. Good call. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Is your M4 spec'd out? You running Kimmy K 2.5 locally? No, so I am on a I'm on an M5 MacBook Pro, and I did run Gemma 4 locally on it, but it's just so slow. Like, it's so painfully slow. And it's obviously just not at the level of 2.6. K 2.6. It's nowhere near the level of Opus 4.7 or GPT 5.4. So I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it would be a dream for me to run local AI. Like, obviously, we start making massive money here. I'm investing into getting local AI set up so that I can have, like, honestly, first, I would use that local AI for agents to handle just all sort of agentic tasks, marketing, customer support. And then I would start working it into vibe coding. All right, so Kimmy K 2.6 is working on this right now. This says done, summary of changes, backend. Behavior. First open of the day hits YouTube once. One batch videos list per 50 posts equals one quota unit. All subsequent opens that day. Instant served from SQLite cache. YouTube down / not linked. Spinner stays. Or cache numbers stay if already. If YouTube is not linked, then don't even show the analytics section or the spinner or any of that. All right, here's the shape I'd recommend. Since this is exploratory, I'm outlining the approach, not deciding. Core idea, don't ship raw transcripts on every generation. That gets expensive. True. And noisy fast. Instead, summarize at edit time. Accumulate short preferences notes. Inject them into the next highlight prompt. Where the hooks go. Capture on edit save. I just wanted to learn. I wanted to learn from the cuts that we make when generating the future clips. So when I come in here and I cut a video up to edit it, like if I hit, man, why is this so laggy right now? Come on. I don't know why this is so laggy. Maybe because I have 4 Claude Code instances running in a live stream. No. Anyways, what I'm saying is if I pull open the editor and make a cut to a video, I want that to be included. I want it to learn from the cuts that I make for future video generation. Down the line, I also want it to learn, like when it automatically schedules and posts a video and it pulls the analytics the next day for the video, I want it to take into account video performance when generating the hooks for the next videos. So it can learn like which hooks are performing good, which hooks are performing worse, and just get better at making the videos. Sort of like a self-learning feedback loop. So not only is it learning like what you want the clip to be, but it's learning from this video did good, this video did bad. We'll make more of these, less of these. Right, we have a massive issue that we have 7 likes right now, and we have only done 3 sets of pull-ups. All right, so it says the main trade have to decide right now how much to accumulate before consolidating 2 paths. Simple, keep last n raw summaries, inject them all. Works until you have 30 to 50 edits, then prompt bloats. Layered, periodically every 20 edits, collapse old summaries into a single preference profile paragraph, plus keep the last few raw ones for freshness. More code scales indefinitely. I start simple. 2 small risks worth naming. False signal from silence trims. If the user's only edit is trimming ums, the summarizer might overinterpret, worth adding a minimum edit size threshold. Skip if less than 5 words are moved before generating a summary. But we want it to learn that we're removing so I don't think that's an issue. But we want it to learn from removing so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Can we add this feature in the simple mode, and then under settings, add a on-off toggle for, we'll call this like, help me come up with a great name for it, something like AI editing self-reinforcing loop. And maybe like a small description that says, as you make edits to the video, Clippo will become better at making videos the way you like them. All right, I think what we need to do is we need to close Clippo. And then we need to reopen it. And if we're still having performance issues, then we need to look at the console log. And we need to figure out why things are getting so slowed down. And it could be because we're at the point now where we have so many clips that maybe we need to do some sort of caching or something like that. I'm not sure. What do you mean by a dictionary? All right, so I just quit Clippo and reopened, but I'm not seeing any analytics. I'm gonna say I just quit Clippo and reopened, but I'm not seeing any analytics right now. Remove words. That is actually great fucking idea, especially with me, because like even on live stream right here, I just said like. When I was talking to you right there, I just said like. We're 100% doing that. We're 100% doing that. All right, so is that your name, Quigago? Quigago? I need phonetic breakdown of the name. But so we need to do that. We need to have dictionary for filler word, and then we need to add a secondary dictionary for like replace sounds like. Because the problem is that sometimes when I say open claw or something like that, it'll make the captions say open clawed. Or if I say like Kimmy K 2.6 or something like that, it'll just have a bunch of like gibberish garbage. So like we need to have a dictionary that not only knows to take out filler words, but also it adds words in, if that makes sense, that sound. I guess we have to have a jargon section. Like an AI jargon section. So if it picks up on a word that's similar. Yep. Like we're going to need to add a section for them to be able to input jargon words of their own. That way if they're not just like obviously vibe coders, they can add in their own jargon that it should pick up on. Okay, how do I run the Deb version instead of running the main app bundle? I don't want to have to wait for it to rebuild every time I vibe code small changes. I want basically as close to a hot reloading version as possible. And this is my least favorite part of doing non-web development shit with like iOS apps or even now Mac OS apps, because this is my first Mac OS apps, is that just the hot reloading thing drives me insane. Like I love building a nice, simple Next.js site where you make a change in the code and it's like, bang, the code is visible right away in the preview. All right, let's do 2 more sets of pull-ups, if I can. I'm honestly getting smoked. I can't believe it already. We did 50 pull-ups two streams ago, 55 pull-ups. All right, let's see if we can do 2 more sets. All right, there's 1 set. We'll get 1 more set, and then that's going to be 5 sets down. All right, the form is getting real sloppy at the end there, but we're getting him done. We're getting him done. I need a better pull-up cam too. All right, here's the fastest loop. Skip Pi web view entirely during iteration, use a browser. That could work, I guess. I don't really want to use the browser view though. I don't want to use the browser view. How can I open it as an app with dev view or whatever you were talking about before? We have to figure this out before we make more changes. The cleanest path, a small separate dev entry point that runs with reload as sub-processing points. All right, so I think that it just made an alias for me, so I can... All right, did you already make that alias live? I think it made an alias that I can use in the terminal so that I can run that and then see the live changes of the app. Yes, please add the Clippo dev alias so that I can quickly open the app and check the changes. So basically it's going to make a alias that I can run in the command line so that I can see the live changes as we're vibe coding them. Because after adding Sparkle and signing the app, it's now like a real app that needs to get built. Let's see if this works. All right, so that worked great. I'm in the app. It did not. It doesn't seem like it pulled my All right, so we have our nice text color, background color, branding. Cool. Opus 2.6 added that. But we don't have, our analytics are not working. Okay, so I have my YouTube linked, but the analytics are not actually working. Is this because I'm looking at it in dev view? We have to get this figured out before we start making more changes. Because if we don't have someplace to see and test the changes as they're being made, then obviously we can't just go willy-nilly making changes. And I hate the worst thing in development is a long feedback window between making changes and being able to see the changes that are made. Right? Like I want it as fast as possible between we make the changes, we vibe code the changes, and then they immediately show up in our preview window. Because it takes like, yesterday was like taking 2 minutes, which I know that sounds crazy that that's too long, but here, we'll have it spin a dev build. All right, can you make a actual dev build of the app now? Let me migrate manually on the package database to see why it's failing. Found it. It's not a dev package issue at all. The package database has 22 posted clips, but is missing the view count column entirely. The query crashes with no such column. The whole get analytics call throws. Front end shows nothing. The scheme migration to the scheduler should add the missing column, but it's clearly not being called on startup for the package database. Close, you were right. It wasn't really a dev view issue, but it's also not a dev package split. All right, so let's see. Sorry, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Fuck, it's still not showing the. It's still not showing the analytics. Yes, can you please patch all of these changes to a v.1.4 release? All right, we're going to go to... All right, so there's no errors. But is it actually trying to load? I think that we're gonna have this patch to a new update. 5 to 15 minutes. When it finishes, I'll cut the release plus update the app cast. Then you can launch your application, get Clippo app, and it should auto update straight to version. Okay, but what is the best way to run these changes in my local like development environment as I'm making them? The simplest way. We built an alias for it, but it doesn't seem like it's actually loading the changes. All right, so let's get Kimmy K 2.6 started on making our dictionary for words that we want to remove and jargon that we want to replace. Based on our current app's user interface and general experience, I want to build a dictionary of words that should be pulled out and and I also want to build a dictionary of words that are like jargon words that are not being transcribed properly in the voice to text captions, like product names like Opus 4.7 or Claude Code or OpenClaw. Oh my God. So Whisper just automatically took out the and the like when I said a dictionary of words that should be pulled out. When I did the voice to text to vibe code right there. All right, so let's see what this says. If UVcorn reload isn't firing, check these. Two things. Build failed on Apple's timestamp service. And your dev question, let me address both. The timestamp service is not available. That's Apple's timestamp server. Reloads, yes, automatic. Are you actually editing files under backend or app? Edits to .environment build assets, etc. won't trigger reload. Is the terminal window showing warning watch files detected changes? Are you clicking the Pi web view window to interact? UVcorn doesn't reload. The simplest possible alternative. If Pi web view keeps fighting you, just skip it in dev. The app is a normal HTTP server. Open it in Chrome Safari instead. Okay, but if I open it in Chrome, is it going to still have all of like my YouTube OAuth linked and like database access to the videos I've already created and the ones I've already scheduled and posted. All right, it says based on our current app's user interface. Yeah, I'm using Whisper right now. I'm using Whisper. I like it, but my only problem with it is sometimes it just takes barely too long that I will accidentally, and this might just because I'm a crackhead and I drink too much caffeine, but I'll accidentally click off of like where I'm trying to do text to speech, and it'll fail to enter it. You know? Also, I wonder if there's a way, like there should almost be a way for, if I'm doing text to speech in a vibe code window, right? And I hit my text to speech button. So like I have my cool little click it button right here. If I hit my text to speech button and start doing text to speech and it recognizes I'm in like Claude Code or something like that, and I hit it again, it would be nice if it pasted the text and automatically hit enter also. Because there's also times when I will be like, I'll be vibe coding and I'll, you know, do voice to text and I'll forget to hit enter on the fucking prompt. Which I know a lot of these things sound stupid, but when you have a lot of going on and you're live streaming and all that, like it's nice if you just get in the flow, you know, tap, tap, it's sent off. Tap, tap, it's sent off. All right, fix point dev at package data. Same for YouTube tokens, 2 separate YouTube tokens, JSON files, 1 in each location. If you ran Clippo dev, I'd authenticate. It authenticates. That's almost certainly why analytics don't work. In dev, it's hitting a nearly empty database. Fix point dev at package data. Set 1 environment variable before running Unicorn. This flips. Thank you, Ultra Passive. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Are you a vibe coder yourself? Are you vibe coding out there? What are you running? You got Claude Code open? All right, point build succeeded on retry, publishing the release and updating the app cast. Your dev code now writes to your real install database of a dev. All right, so let's try to rerun this and then see what's going on. Clippo-dev, starting Unicorn, which I don't really know what Unicorn is. Like, I guess that's like that's Python's version of like Node.js or something like that. Like if I start a JavaScript server. All right, we've got to figure out why these analytics are not loading. Oh shit. I think it's going to be I don't want to talk crazy, but I think on Thursday we're going to get the best model we have ever seen, especially for vibe coding. Because 5.4 is so good. Okay, it is so good. I'm using 4.7, Opus 4.7, but if I pulled open 5.4 right now in Codex, it would probably look at this code base and say something like it says something rude about it. You know what I mean? It's like it's always like, did a toddler write this code? And then it starts like ripping. It's like, no, let me fix this. Yes, but failing. Zero revenue with multiple e-guides posted in a SaaS that does analytics tracking. It has free accounts, and I don't even have those. Was using Claude $100 max before the open Claude cutoff. Now I'm using ChatGPT 5.4 until 5.5 comes out. I'm using Hermes. Yes. All right, so I hate to hear about the zero revenue thing and the multiple e-guides posted thing. That's rough. That's hard, but you just got to keep going. You know, you got to figure out where the pain is. Like whenever somebody tells me they're at $0 in revenue, that makes me think like figuring out like where the pain is. You know, because there's a lot of people in a lot of pain right now. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh no, my battery. My camera battery is dead, so we're gonna have to switch. The face cam is going away, but we will, I have a dummy battery coming in today so that there's no battery. It's actually all right. It did not ask me to update. What does it say for about get Clippo? Let's quit it. Let's reopen. Yes, update so Clippo-dev gets my real data in dev. Also, for some reason, when I open the real Get Clippo app, I'm on 0.1.3, but now it is not asking me to update to 0.4. All right, so here's what I built and wired into the app. Signal words that indicate high retention, viral worthy moments organized by the same retention mechanics from your Claude prompt. Pull out words.